On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is much. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Allen now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Allen.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Allen again.
Out quickly to Hines.
Touchdown, Bills! Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Wilson under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. To return is McKenzie. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, it's Allen. Pass complete. It's Hines on the crossing route here. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
They stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. That's complete to Davis. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 35-yard line.
On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Gabriel Davis with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now receiver in motion left. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. In motion left goes Allen. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and after the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Give to Hall running right. And some room to work. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 15. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. On first down, right back to Hall. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. First down marker at the 5. It's second and goal. They'll go again with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, second and 10 from the 25. Here's Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On play action, Allen. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Gabriel Davis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards.
Alert, alert, alert! What's up?
Now it's Hines. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there. I
love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's got some space here.
98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46.
Here's Hall again.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4th-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. The tight end in motion right.
Opposite. Lock it. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Hall on a give up the middle.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is Do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out, and you and I, let's get to the airport.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down.
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here's Allen to throw it. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis.
And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The Bills' passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Allen to throw once more.
Pass caught. It's Davis on the crossing route.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now Hall to start the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself, How much of that is him with a great performance, and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead?
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. This one caught by Davis. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Wilson. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Buffalo, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.
My Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks